Avengers Infinity War is out now in cinemas. Hopefully you've had a chance to see it. If you haven't seen it, I politely ask you to go away because this video is completely spoiler filled. I'm going to talk about all the spoilerific stuff of Avengers Infinity War. Have you gone yet? Leave now, forever hold your peace. Too late, spoiler time. So the film starts out where I think we all thought it would start out on the Asgard ship, because we saw at the end of Thor Ragnarok, Thanos' ship comes behind the Asgard ship. Kevin Feige said that in the first 5 minutes of this film we'll find out why Thanos is the most dangerous villain the Avengers have faced so far, and he absolutely shows us. He kills most of the Asgard race, he kicks Hulk's ass, and he kills Heimdall, and he kills Loki. He forces Loki to give over the Tesseract by threatening Thor's life, and that was a really good moment where Loki actually showed compassion for his brother and stopped Thanos from killing him by giving him the Tesseract, and Loki actually has one final act of heroism by trying to kill Thanos, but Thanos completely overpowers him, grabs Loki, chokes the life out of him, plops his dead body on the floor and leaves, and now Loki's dead. And that actually surprised me. I didn't actually expect them to kill off Loki because of how good Tom Hiddleston is as the character and how popular the character is. I thought he was going to try and make some escape by doing his usual trickery, but no, Loki's dead, and it's kind of sad because Loki's awesome, so rest in peace Loki. So Thanos departs and Heimdall sends Hulk back to Earth. Bruce Banner crash lands in Doctor Strange's Sanctorium and he sends for Tony Stark, tells him what's going on, and then the big flying disc invades New York City, and then Ebony Maw and one of the other Black Order members come to New York City to get the time stone from Doctor Strange. Then there's a big fight scene there. Ebony Maw captures Doctor Strange on the big flying disc, it shoots off into space, Spider-Man and Iron Man pursue, so now them lot are going into space. This is like 15 to 20 minutes into the film and we've already established lots of badassery, great character crossovers, and really epic action scenes, but trust me, it only gets better from here. Then we cut to the Guardians of the Galaxy who are going through the cosmos answering the Asgard distress call. Thor lands on the windshield, meets the Guardians, learns about Gamora's ties with Thanos, and then they actually split up because Rocket and Groot go with Thor to get a new weapon for Thor, and Peter Quill, Drax, Gamora and Mantis go to nowhere where Thanos may or may not be confronting the Collector to get the ether. And I absolutely love the scene where Thor meets the Guardians. It's one of the funniest parts of the film for me, where Peter Quill is trying to impersonate Thor, and seeing those characters come together was another great crossover moment of the film. And that's the thing with the humour of Infinity War. It has the Marvel humour that some people like, some people don't like. I like it when it's done right, and in this scene it was done very right. It was very funny. Meanwhile, down on Earth, the rest of the Avengers, Steve Rogers, Black Widow, Falcon, Vision, Scarlet Witch, are all trying to figure out what to do with the Infinity Stone inside Vision's forehead, and eventually they take him to Wakanda where Shuri tries to take it out of his forehead. At this point there's a lot of stuff going on in the film. You've got Tony Stark, Peter Parker and Doctor Strange inside the big disc going to Titan. You've got the Guardians of the Galaxy separating in space with Thor, Rocket and Groot going to get a new weapon for Thor, the Stormbreaker. You've got Peter Quill, Drax, Mantis and Nebula going to nowhere to confront Thanos. And you've got the Avengers on Earth trying to figure out what to do with the thing in Vision's forehead. And the film handles all these storylines and characters so brilliantly by making them all feel like part of one single narrative, like I said in my spoiler-free review. It never felt jumbled or messy or convoluted. It was kind of like a Lord of the Rings film actually, where you have lots of characters in different places doing sort of different things, but all serving one common goal for the same narrative. So the Guardians confront Thanos at nowhere, and Thanos kidnaps Gamora. And this is what I was talking about in my spoiler-free review, where you feel Thanos' conviction for his mission. You really feel his motivation, and he really feels like he's right in doing what he's trying to do. And that's the thing, the best villains are the ones who don't see themselves as the villains, who see themselves as the hero of their own story. That's absolutely Thanos in this film. So Thanos forces Gamora to tell him where the Soul Stone is, so they go to where the Soul Stone is, and they're actually greeted by the Red Skull, which was a big surprise. Was not expecting him to come back at all. The Red Skull takes him to this cliff where he tells Thanos that he has to sacrifice something he loves to get the Soul Stone, soul for soul. So then he grabs Gamora and throws it off the cliff to her death and gets the Soul Stone. And when he throws Gamora off the cliff, a tear actually starts going down his face, and I was like, wow, Thanos actually has some humanity to him, and he actually saw Gamora as a daughter, and he actually legitimately loved her. So that moment exploring Thanos' emotional side and the connection to Gamora was really well done. And that's our next casualty. Rest in peace Gamora, thrown to her death by Thanos. Wasn't expecting Gamora to bite it, at least not in the way she did, but she did, so rest in peace Gamora. Meanwhile, Iron Man, Peter Parker and Doctor Strange crash land on the planet Titan, where they're confronted by Peter Quill, Drax and Mantis, who get into this bit of a fight which was pretty damn awesome because, again, more crossover stuff. You have Peter Parker fighting Star-Lord, Drax fighting Doctor Strange, really cool fight scene, but then they come to an understanding, they find out who they are and what they're doing there. They come up with a plan to try and seduce Thanos. Thanos arrives, and then there's another another big epic fight scene between Peter Parker, Star-Lord, Doctor Strange, Drax, Mantis and Iron Man, and eventually Nebula fighting Thanos. Thanos is fighting back, kind of serving their asses to them, and then eventually they actually kind of get a grip on Thanos. They kind of subdue him and get him down, and then they find out that he killed Gamora. Peter Quill loses it, hits Thanos. Thanos overpowers them all and kicks all their asses. And while all this is going down, back on Earth at Wakanda, spaceships have landed, and then a big battle starts ensuing there with thousands of alien characters serving Thanos and the Black Order attacking Wakanda and the Wakandan forces. Captain America, Black Widow, Black Panther, and all those guys in Wakanda are fighting back against those forces in another epic battle scene. It cuts back and forth between these two epic action sequences. My heart was pounding, I was smiling, I was gonna get it. It was insanely epic to watch. Thanos beats all the guys on Titan, and eventually Doctor Strange hands over the Soul Stone in exchange for Tony Stark's life. And that moment where Thanos stabs Tony Stark was really good actually, because he says, "You've earned my respect, Stark. I hope they remember you." It actually shows kind of like a code of honor that Thanos has, and the fact that he respects the fight that Tony put up with him. Thanos then teleports to Wakanda, where Scarlet Witch, in an emotional moment, actually burns the thing out of Vision's forehead and makes Vision explode, so Thanos can't get the stone. But Thanos uses the Time Stone, turns back time, gets the stone out of Vision's head, puts it in the gauntlet, and Thor then puts Stormbreaker right through his chest, but then Thanos is like, "You should have aimed for the hand," and bam. And this is the part where everybody starts freaking out, because characters start crumbling to ash and fading away. Winter Soldier fades away, Black Panther fades away, Falcon fades away, Groot fades away, Scarlet Witch fades away. On Titan, Doctor Strange fades away, Spider-Man fades away, Star-Lord fades away, Mantis, Drax, they fade away. Thanos got all the stones, and at a snap of a finger, half the life in the universe was wiped out, including some of my favourite heroes. And at the end of the film, he sat there overlooking some peaceful planet with a smile on his face. Bam. End credits. See you all next year for Avengers 4. What a cliffhanger ending. One of the best cliffhanger endings I have seen in a very, very long time. And there are a couple of moments where some of the characters started crumbling to dust that actually kind of got to me a little bit. One of them is when Groot was fading away. It was when Rocket like reached over and went, "No," and then Groot faded away, which was sad anyway because it's Groot and Groot's awesome, but Rocket's reaction was actually kind of impactful a little bit. And the other one was when Spider-Man was fading away on Titan, because he's like stumbling towards Tony Stark. He's like, "I really don't feel well," and then he like falls into Tony Stark's hands. Tom Holland's performance in this scene is brilliant, because he sounds genuinely terrified for his life, and he's lying on the floor crying. He's like, "I'm sorry, Mr. Stark," and then just fades away. Tony Stark's all distraught. He's messed up about it. Very, very emotional stuff. I cannot wait to see how they're going to fix this in Avengers 4. There's theories about time travel and alternate realities. I mean, it has to be, because Black Panther's not truly gone, Spider-Man's not truly gone, the Guardians of the Galaxy aren't truly gone, because they've announced Spider-Man 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, there's 100% going to be a Black Panther 2. So they are coming back, but it's all a matter of how they're going to come back. We got a year to find out. But then we get to the post-credit scene, and it's Maria Hill and Nick Fury driving through the city. People start fading away, Maria Hill fades away, then Nick Fury starts fading away, and brilliantly, as Nick Fury's fading away, he's like, "Motherfuck." Always wanted to see Samuel Jackson do that in a Marvel film. Finally got to see it in Infinity War. It was great. Before he fades away, he manages to send one final distress signal to Captain Marvel. She's coming. Everything's going to be fixed by Captain Marvel. So that's another brilliant teaser for both Captain Marvel the film and Avengers 4. Great post-credit scene for an overall great film. Infinity War, like I've already said 1,000 times, for me, lived up to the hype. It was epic, it was exciting, it was spectacular, but it was emotionally resonant, it was thrilling, it was powerful, it was shocking. The entire end of the film was shocking. Cannot wait to see this again on the big screen. Cannot wait to experience all those emotions again. What a damn film. And that concludes my spoiler talk for Avengers Infinity War. So if you stuck around to the end, thanks very much for watching. Blow up the comment section with your thoughts, spoilerific thoughts on Avengers Infinity War. What are your theories about Infinity War? What are your theories on Avengers 4? How do you think it's going to get fixed? And if you want to see more of my stuff, click on one of these, and I'll see you all in the next video.